There are certain things in your home that you should never lend out, not even once, if you want to protect your wealth, your good fortune, and the peace within your household. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where money suddenly disappears? Everyone in the family starts getting sick. Tension builds between you and your partner, and everything just seems to go wrong for no reason. Even after performing spiritual offerings, rearranging the furniture, or changing the direction of your bed based on feng shui, the bad luck just keeps hanging around. Chances are, all these troubles might have started from something that seemed completely harmless. You lent someone an item from your home. It may sound simple, but in traditional feng shui there are certain objects that carry what is called personal energy, meaning the spiritual essence unique to you and your family. When these items are lent to the wrong person or at the wrong time, not only do they lose their protective power, but they can also drain your home of its blessings and open the door to negative energy. In this video, I will reveal 9 specific items that you should never lend out under any circumstances. This is not about superstition. These are real feng shui principles that have been passed down and tested through many generations. And if you have already lent one of these items, do not worry. I will also show you how to reverse the effects, restore your home's energy, and bring back your good luck. Before we continue, go ahead and leave a positive affirmation in the comments below. Something like, "I protect the wealth and peace of my family," or "I am a magnet for good energy and blessings." These affirmations are the very first step in reconnecting with the positive energies of the universe. And do not forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you will never miss any powerful feng shui secrets or spiritual rituals that can help you change your fortune, remove bad luck, and attract lasting blessings into your life. And now, we are getting into the most important part, the revelation of 9 items that you absolutely should never lend out. Because just one moment of being too polite could end up costing you your fortune, your health, and the peace of your entire household. Number 1. Watches. There are things that seem small and quiet resting on your wrist or tucked away in the corner of your desk, yet they play the role of a pivot point in shaping your destiny. In traditional feng shui, a watch is not simply a device for measuring time. It is a symbol of cycles, personal fortune, and the rhythm of one's career. After being used for a while, a watch begins to absorb your energy. That means it starts to sync with and remember your unique vibration, your moods, your luck, your relationships, and even your financial flow. That is why a watch is believed to have bonded energetically with its owner. When you let someone else borrow your watch, even just for a short while, you are unconsciously sharing part of your energetic path with them. If that person has conflicting energy, is facing difficulties, or simply operates on a different frequency, the watch no longer follows your personal rhythm. It gets misaligned, and so do you. Unfinished work, missed opportunities, and an ongoing sense of being out of step can start to appear in a way that is hard to explain. Especially with desk clocks, those placed at your workstation or in the wealth area, they are considered anchors of time within your space. Moving them, lending them, or relocating them improperly can break the time axis of the entire home. The effects may not be obvious, but a sense of being ungrounded or large, plans going off course, can suddenly arise. So always remember, a watch is an absolutely personal item. Never lend it. Never give it away carelessly. And if you wish to give one as a gift, choose a brand new watch, never worn energetically clean, so the receiver can build a fresh connection from the beginning, the right way and with the right energy. Number 2. Knives, scissors, and sharp objects. Knives, scissors, and other sharp tools are common in every household, but in feng shui, they are considered powerful sources of cutting energy, playing the role of warding off negative energy and defining energetic boundaries, especially in the kitchen, which is closely tied to the family's life force, health, and harmony. When you lend someone your knives or scissors, especially tools you have used for many years, you are unintentionally giving away your cutting energy and control over that sensitive area of your energy field. Feng shui refers to this as leaking cutting energy, meaning the protective energy of your home drifts elsewhere and cannot easily return. The consequences might not be immediate, but they often show up as prolonged disturbances, increased tension in the household, more frequent arguments, small problems turning into big ones, disrupted meals, and a general sense of unease among family members. Specifically for scissors, ancient traditions warn against gifting or lending them because they are believed to cut relationships and cut fortune. In emotional connections, especially between couples or close friends, handing over scissors, even just as a kind gesture, can cause invisible cracks to form in the bond. Therefore, if someone needs a knife or scissors, it is best to give them a brand new one unused and not carrying your home's energy. Never lend out tools you have already used. That is how you maintain the protective barrier that guards your household's peace. Number 3. Feng shui objects. Not every item is meant to be passed from one person to another, especially spiritually charged objects, like Pixiu statues, money frogs, guardian stones, feng shui bracelets, or engraved talismans. These are not just decorations. They are ritual tools energized with a specific mission, attracting wealth, warding off negative energy, offering protection, or channeling luck. Once brought home and activated through rituals, blessings, or simply by frequent use, these items begin to harmonize with your personal energy field. When that connection is established, allowing others to borrow, touch, or wear them disrupts the entire energetic bond. This does not just make the item lose its protective power, it can actually backfire. It may start attracting the wrong kind of energy and push the owner into unstable vibrational states. Some people, after letting a family member borrow their feng shui bracelet, return to find themselves sleepless, anxious, mentally foggy, and plagued by unexplained misfortunes. Even more dangerous are feng shui mascots that have been placed permanently in a fixed location, like money frogs, the god of wealth, or Pixiu statues. Once positioned and settled, they become the invisible guardians of your financial fortune. Moving them, giving them away, or letting someone else touch them is like handing over the password to your treasure vault without deleting your data. So if you want to gift someone a feng shui item, make sure it is completely new and has never been used. If an item has already been bonded with you, you should either keep it, or if you absolutely must pass it on, perform a ritual to break the energetic bond and reset the item to a neutral state before letting someone else use it. Number 4. Wallets and bank cards. In feng shui, a wallet is not just a container for money. It is seen as a mobile energy vault, a space that gathers, regulates, and protects your financial energy. Your wallet holds cash, documents, photos, and all the subtle vibrations tied to your emotions, moods, and spending habits. Every time you use your wallet, you are giving a signal to your money energy. So when someone else holds your wallet, it is like handing them the key to your energy vault and inviting them into your space of prosperity. Bank cards are even more sensitive. Though money in this case is digital, each card still carries your unique energy frequency. Every time you enter your PIN or withdraw cash, you imprint your energy into the system. Allowing someone else to use your card is not just lending it. It's like opening the gate to your financial luck and letting foreign energy flood in. If that person has unresolved karma blocked energy, or is simply on a different frequency, your financial flow could become chaotic, leak unexpectedly, or just disappear without reason. Feng Shui also emphasizes the inside of your wallet, where you keep your ID photos and personal tokens, as an identity energy zone. When someone else touches it, they unintentionally connect with that frequency, disrupting the recognition of your fortune flow and leading to confusion in your destiny. Always remember, a wallet is your personal treasure vault. Not everyone is worthy of holding it even for a moment. Number 5. Personal protection. Talismans, protective charms. Whether they are red strings, stone, amulets, handwritten. Talismans or engraved items are never meant to be shared, let alone handed around casually. These are highly personal ritual tools, attuned to only one person, the original owner who bonded with it. Once activated, a talisman becomes programmed with vibrations that match its owner. It forms a spiritual shield that guards against bad energy misfortune or unstable frequencies. But even lending it out once breaks that connection. The charm becomes disoriented, loses its instructions, and can even start absorbing harmful energy. Many people have lent their protective charm to a loved one for a few days, only to find themselves returning to fatigue, sleeplessness, nightmares, or a streak of bad luck. That happens because the borrower's energy, if not compatible, contaminates the talisman, turning it into a kind of psychic static magnet, creating disorder instead of protection. This damage cannot be reversed just by wearing it again. To restore its function, it must go through an energy cleansing ritual and be reconnected properly. If that is not possible, the charm should be put away or neutralized using the correct spiritual process. Number 6. Mirrors. Mirrors are not just reflective surfaces. In feng shui, they are seen as portals of energy gateways, connecting the visible world to the invisible one. They are considered eyes of the spirit realm, capable of capturing emotional energy, reflecting spiritual presence, and amplifying the frequencies around them. Why do people avoid placing mirrors directly across from the bed? Why are children told not to look into mirrors after dark? Why in certain rural areas do families cover all the mirrors when someone passes away? These practices are not just superstition. They come from generations of spiritual knowledge, rooted in the fact that mirrors absorb, reflect, and intensify both good and bad energy. Over time, every mirror begins to store energy from your expressions, from what it sees in the room, and even from unconscious glances. The older the mirror, the more it becomes a library of spiritual frequencies, recording every energetic trace that has passed before it. There are many stories once considered folklore, where someone lent out a mirror only to have strange things begin happening at home when it was returned. Children crying at night, pets avoiding the mirror, couples arguing more frequently, or even seeing unfamiliar faces in dreams. These are not illusions. They are signs that the mirror has absorbed foreign energy or is being used as a doorway by an unseen force. Regardless of size, mirrors carry an open energy. That is why in rituals to stabilize homes, people use bagua mirrors, which must never be touched once activated. Once placed in the right spot, a mirror bonds with the home's energy field and acts as an invisible observation tower. One important thing to note: if someone with heavy spiritual baggage, unresolved karma, or weak personal energy uses your mirror, they may leave traces behind. When you use it again, you might unknowingly absorb that vibration, leading to a decline in mood, prolonged anxiety, or unexplained nightmares. Number 7. Pillows and personal bedding. In traditional feng shui and folk belief, sleep is more than physical rest. It is the time when the soul temporarily leaves the body to travel through the unseen realms, recharging its life force. That is why your pillow and blanket, though seemingly simple, are considered the deepest energetic links between your spirit and the energy around you. The pillow you rest your head on each night holds more than just its shape. It retains your spiritual imprint, emotional states, and even unspoken thoughts. It becomes the soft landing place for your soul each morning as you return from the subconscious world. Letting someone borrow your pillow is essentially allowing them into your most private and vulnerable energetic space. And what about blankets? They form the energetic shield around your body during your most defenseless state, sleep. At that time, your consciousness is offline, and your body is most open to invisible influences. Blankets absorb energy strongly, especially from people who carry negative energy, unresolved trauma, or have recently experienced emotional or spiritual turmoil. When someone else uses your pillow or blanket, they leave behind part of their energy. If that energy is incompatible or vibrates at a different frequency, it disrupts your energetic field, causing restless sleep, shallow rest, waking up, exhausted mental fog, and physical fatigue. Even more concerning is when bedding is used by someone with fragile spiritual energy, someone who just attended a funeral, or someone going through a streak of bad luck. The residual energy from such events can cling to your bedding, not just making you tired, but also scattering your sleep energy, leaving you feeling unsafe at rest and possibly affecting your mental health in the long term. As our elders used to say, everyone should keep their own pillow, and blanket do not swap, do not lend. It is not just old-fashioned taboo, it is deep wisdom. Each person has their own energy field, their own sleep zone, and their own soul frequency. Mixing those can strip away the peace that sleep is meant to bring. Number 8. Home aquariums. In feng shui, an aquarium is more than just a decorative piece. It is a living symbol of the water element, representing prosperity, adaptability, and the smooth flow of energy. When placed correctly, an aquarium becomes a magnet for abundance. The movement of fish flowing water and light reflections work together to boost positive energy in your space. However, this strong energy makes aquariums sensitive to being moved or transferred. Giving away a well-established tank is like breaking a dam. The energy flow may stop or spiral out of control. Fish are extremely responsive to energy. The longer they live in a home, the more they align with its vibration. Moving them to a new place with clashing energy can cause stress, illness, or sudden death. When this happens, it often signals financial or emotional disruptions for the household. If the energy left behind is not replaced, the space may feel stagnant or heavy. That is why, if you truly want to gift someone an aquarium, start fresh with a new tank, new fish, and no lingering energy. If reusing an old one, cleanse it completely. Wash it, replace the water, leave it in sunlight for 3 days. Then light incense and say a release prayer to reset its energy. Skipping this step means you are not just giving away a tank. You may be handing over the silent heart of your home's wealth. Number 9. God of Wealth statue that has been spiritually installed before activation. A God of Wealth statue is simply a sacred object, but once it is placed on a lucky date facing the right direction with proper offerings, It forms a spiritual contract with your home. From that moment, it becomes a guardian of fortune, attracting blessings and stabilizing financial flow. Because of this bond, moving lending or giving it away without a disconnection ritual is risky. Imagine handing over someone who has protected your spiritual treasure for years without a goodbye or thanks. That protector can no longer serve you, and your energy may start to slip away. Whether large or small, if the statue has received incense and prayers, it is no longer just decoration. It has merged with your home's energy. Once sealed, this bond should not be disturbed carelessly. If you must replace or remove it, perform a proper farewell, light incense, express gratitude, and ask permission to release the energy. Then, place it in a quiet spot, return it to a temple, or dispose of it respectfully, but never pass it casually to someone else. Losing such a statue is not just losing an object, it can mean cutting off a vital flow of abundance. Rebuilding that connection may take more time and luck than expected. Sometimes, a simple act of kindness, like lending or giving something away too quickly, can open the door for misfortune. The shift is rarely immediate. It leaks slowly, silently, until one day you realize your peace, prosperity, or path has quietly changed. So right now, take a moment to look around your living space. Is there any item that you lent out the wrong way? Is there a spiritual object that has been moved out of place? Is there an energy field that has been disrupted without your awareness? If so, take action. Act now before the negative energy takes deeper root. Leave a powerful affirmation for yourself in the comments below. I protect my energy and my fortune. I live with awareness. I do not trade peace for anything. And do not forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, because in the next episode, I will share with you the items that are ideal for gifting to unlock prosperity, multiply blessings, and create positive energy flow throughout your home. Always remember, it is not that others are luckier than you. It is that they have learned how to protect their energy more carefully than you. Understand it clearly, live it fully, and blessings will arrive exactly when they are meant to.